Hello everyone, welcome back to Satisfactory. So we look down on our humble beginnings of the factory. We're only about, I think I'm about 3 hours into this this playthrough. I've been streaming this game over on Twitch with Sneaky Badger, fair amount, and I think our save on the oh god, get down this ladder. On there, we're about 8.5-ish hours in there, so we're way ahead there. But I can use that kind of experience of the Twitch stream to improve my factory here, and I've definitely spotted something. I've been learning this game as I've been playing it, and I think I'm beginning to get a better understanding of how these machines work to the best bet. So first thing we're going to do, I've gathered up enough materials to be able to do this next part here. Let's get 300 of those, 300 of those, 500 of them, 100 of them. There we go. Hit the launch pod, and we now have part assembly unlocked.
Milestone reached. More complex assembly of parts can now be automated.
Awesome. Okay, so let's just double check everything. We've got everything done tier 1. Tier 2, we can go for jump pads, walkways, or a colour gun. To be honest with you, nothing there particularly excites me. I haven't tried out the jump pads and things yet. The walkways, it'd be nice to get at some point, but the colour gun, nothing's particularly amazing. We'll probably go with jump pads. Well, you know what, I'm going to leave it for the moment, because actually I think probably the next best thing to do would be to add the to-do list on the old space elevator. That is what we kind of need. So right, let's have a quick rundown of the factory here. So at the moment I've got concrete being produced over here. Now let's have a quick look over this one. I'll give a little explanation of the kind of how I understand these things to work. So this is an impure limestone node with a Mark 1 miner, and that is giving us 30 limestone per minute. Not brilliant, because even though we're going straight into a constructor, to make concrete ideally you want 45 per minute. So it's kind of having to wait, and then it gets another one, and then it produces some concrete, builds up a little bit, but then it's not quite enough. So there's not enough concrete coming into there, but there's nothing I can do until I can maybe find some slugs. I can overclock this, or maybe at some point in the future we can upgrade to Mark 2 miners. But we are producing concrete in here, and we need 500 for the space elevator. Well, there's your 500, so we've got that sorted out. Now this one over here, we have some normal iron nodes here. Mark 1 miner. This is now producing 60 iron per minute. Now I've got that going, and it is being split into two, let's jump up here if I can, into two constructors, smelters rather, and these are producing iron ingots, and they require 30 per minute, and because that's producing 60 split into two, that's 30. So these are both producing absolutely perfect, so it's not getting built up at all, and it's producing iron at the same rate as it's getting the iron ore, so that's perfect. Then we're moving into the constructors, which are receiving 30 ingots a minute, and they require 30 per minute to make iron plates, and so they are making 15 plates per minute. So this is perfect efficiency for the setup I've got at the moment. So I've got two lots, and this is doing the same thing, making plates. So we're making 30 plates per minute, and that is getting merged and going to this storage container, which we have a whole bunch of plates, of which I need 250. So we'll just grab 300 out of there. Now iron rods. Now this is where I need to make some improvements. So again, we'll just come over back up to the miner. It is on a normal iron node, and it is again producing 60 per minute. But you can see there's a major backup. So they are, again, it's being split into two smelters. So that's not where the backup is. I mean, yes, sure, it's backed up, but that's because of further down the line. It's getting 30 per minute, and it's producing 30 per minute. Or at least it would be if it wasn't for the fact that we are making rods in these ones, and these require 15 per minute, but of course they're getting 30 per minute. So it's getting twice the amount that it actually needs. So that does mean that I could split each of these smelters into two constructors, and I can basically double the output of rods that we're getting at the moment. So what I could do is instead of this being split coming off into here, I can maybe split this conveyor belt and goes off into that constructor and that constructor. You might be getting motion sickness with me doing this. Oh, okay. I'll try to slow down a little bit. Yeah, so I could do that one, and then the same thing again with this one. So basically, this miner can support 4 constructors making iron rods. So we could double our iron rod production here. Okay, but talking of iron rods, they are going over into here, and I need 400 iron rods. I do have 400 iron rods. Fantastic. Now wire. Okay. So now my copper production. This I haven't managed to sort of sort out just yet. We have, you can see there's clearly a backup here. So we're getting. Oh yeah. So because I haven't split this one, I've just got the copper node going over there. Again, that should be producing 60 per minute. I'm assuming it is. And it's only going into 1 smelter. So we can split this into 2 smelters. And this is now, 15 per minute. So we could split that. But it's making wire. Okay, so the copper is something I'm planning on doing today. So okay, there we go. We need 1,500 of that. There we go. We've got it. We can make our space elevator. Where am I going to put it? Am I going to put it on the ground? Am I going to build something for it? I don't know. Where would be a good place to build a space elevator? Let's run over this way a little bit. So I still don't know. This area is pretty flat. I reckon I could just probably put it down here. Let's have a look. Here we go. And let's rotate it. Oh god. Let's rotate it a little bit. Where is the... Oh, there it is. There. Okay. The bit that we need. So that's going to go... how close can we get to it? A bit closer. Okay. Oh, little adjustment there. There we go. We've placed a space elevator. That's going to go down there. It's easy enough to move later on. It's a little bit far away, but we'll build some foundations. We'll start building out over this way. Maybe if might have been easier if I went up there and placed it from above. Well, never mind. We'll see what we need for this one, because our first bit here. Right. Oh, I should have been watching it. I should have been watching it expand. Let's just watch this first as it comes down. It's a pretty awesome animation. And what I should do also, photo mode. There we go. Let's get some lens flare in there, get ourselves a bit of a screenshot. Bit of epic filmmaking there. There we go. It comes down from space. Brilliant. Okay, well there we are. I think it's finished now. There we go. Let's go and see what we need to do. Oh yeah, out of photo mode. There we go. Let's do some stuff. Okay, so now we need reinforced iron plates and rotors. So we're way off of these sort of things. So we need to do some more automation. But that's awesome. We've got that done. That's definitely something I really want to concentrate on this. So reinforced plates and rotors is where we need to head towards this episode. That's what we want to try and do, or at least work towards it. Let's have a quick check on what we need to make those things. So reinforced iron plates is iron plates and screws. Okay, so iron plate production is doing well. Screws is something I want to be able to automate. And the rotors, again, we need screws and we need iron rods. So, okay, we need to up our production of iron rods and start automating screws. Oh, we can do this. I think we can do this pretty well. So let's have a look here. This is what we need to do. This is moving in. Okay. Need to try and plan out what I'm going to do. So I think the plan is to we'll have to maybe move this constructor further up a little bit, and then split the conveyor coming out from this smelter to go into 2 constructors. Maybe I could take out this smelter and try and shuffle things around a little bit. So we're using 2 smelters there. 2 constructors on this smelter, 2 constructors on this smelter. 2 of them could be making iron rods. The other 2 could be making screws. That should work. I've also got another iron node here, which I can put another miner on, and we could definitely up the production of things as well. Because the reinforced iron plates, I'm definitely going to need to automate that as well. So okay, I'm going to get to work on reshuffling this a little bit. I'm going to need to plan it out for a bit, and I'll bring you back in a second. Okay, so let's see if I can get this sorted out. So what I've done is I've just demolished the constructors and this other smelter here. So we've got the smelter. This is the smelter. That's going to be going into the splitter. And that then is then going to be split into 2 constructors. So let's get ourselves some constructors going. Constructor, okay. So we want to spin this around this way. And that is not going to go, let me think, if I go, that power pole is going to be in the way, or possibly this constructor might even be in the way. Right, let's get rid of this for now, because that's not doing anything just yet. I've demolished a few power poles, so there's a few things that are unpowered at the moment, but let me see if I can get this constructor down. No, it is, oh, it is that, is this here. Can I move this across at all? Possibly not. Kind of like it where it is. Alright, let me think. I may just have to shuffle things along a bit. This is where I need to start building walls, and then I can start moving things up and down and stuff. That would be quite good. Where can this go? So that can go there. It's going to be off a little bit. Can I build here? Will it actually work? No, it's an invalid shape, so it's too far. Oh man, okay. This is where things start getting complicated. Let's move this along. Let's take that out. And let's put in the splitter again. Conveyor splitter, and we want the input to be going that way. So if I move it, I guess there is the closest it can be. So let's just see whether that can go into... Oh, I've done it the wrong way around. Man. It's really quite difficult to tell sometimes. So where's the input? Hang on, I can't even see. A splitter. So that needs to go like that. So where's the box for it? That needs to go... No, then hang on. Okay, so I think it goes there. Is this right? Is it lined up here? So that goes into there. That's fine. Now this. Okay, right. Input goes into there. That's perfect. So now what we need to do is get another constructor. And we'll put that next to, let's move it around this way, next to and equal to this one here. Perfect. And then we move the other one, comes out here, into there. Okay. So that should then be equal. Yes, that's how it works. And then we've still got this merger here, so that can go into this side. That can come into here. Okay, so these are now going to produce iron rods. And iron rods. Okay, so that's going to be half of it. Now, let's move over this way. We've still got, let me think. Yeah, that's going over that way. That's the iron plates. What is... Ah, no, I've lost power. I need, because I had to demolish a power pole. Let's put in, we've got a space here. I'll put in a power pole at this point. And then we can put in the wire. That needs to connect up to the existing grid, which I think this one should, no, that was full, that one, there. And then we need to power that, and then, yeah, sure, we'll go with that. Okay, good. And actually I may need to change that. Let me put on another power pole. This is where it gets super confusing. Trying to make sure that the power, we'll get rid of that one, and then we'll connect this power line. So that one's now connected to the grid. This can go across into here. That gets that powered. Okay, and then we're ready to power more stuff. So now we can have 2 constructors based on this one. So again, we'll probably get backed up because yes, it's split, but this one's not going anywhere. So the full thing is going at the full output of this miner is going to this one, which is exactly what we had before. So now I need to do more splitting. So okay, I'm going to grab some concrete. I'm going to build out this platform a little further this way. I need to make sure that we don't encroach on this one. Can I actually build? I don't think I'm going to be able to build a miner at the moment, can I? I need a portable miner. Okay, I'm going to see if I can get this bit arranged, and I'll join you back in a moment. Alright then, so I feel like the production here is actually going quite well. So what I've done is, from this miner, I have split into two. We've seen this as what we just did. So that goes into this melter, and that's then split, and that goes into these two constructors, and they are making iron rods, and those rods are now going into here, merging together and going into that container there. And now I've also, on the other split, let's go around here. So yeah, so the other split is now going into this smelter, and that is then being split into two more, making rods there, and is also making rods there. So this one miner is making is linked up to basically 4 constructors making iron rods, and 3 of the iron rods are going over this way into storage. So we're now getting a bunch of rods going through there reasonably quickly. About 1 a second maybe, that's pretty good. And the other one, the iron rods from the 4th constructor, is coming out this way and is going in here, and we're making screws. So now we have screws being automated. So we need 15 per minute to be optimal, and I believe that is what we're getting. These ones over here, 15 per minute, goes down to 6, goes up to 7, and then back down to 6. So that is absolutely perfect. It's getting 15 per minute, producing 15 per minute. So everything so far is working at 100% efficiency. Oh, that's amazing. That's what I like. That is what I like to see. That's pretty good. So the screws are building up in there. Let's chuck those in there. So next thing I want to automate, if we just have a look, is there anything, what do we want to do? I guess we just want to work on the upgrade for the space elevator. Can I add that to a to-do list? Let me just see if I can. I don't remember if that's possible or not. Be good if it was. Good if it was. Okay, let's see. Jump in here. Can we add this? We can't, not really. Okay, well that's fine then. We need reinforced iron plates and rotors to be able to unlock the tier 3 and tier 4. Let me see. Do I have? I do have. I've got 40. I'll chuck 40 in there, so that's almost done. I did make up a whole bunch manually because I needed to make them. Actually, I probably shouldn't have chucked them in because I probably need some to make more constructors and things. Oh well. I think what we'll do then is let's try and get this copper to be a little bit more optimal. So I think what I'll do is I'll tear down all this copper bit here and this power pole. What does this power pole power? Because that needs to be up onto the foundation here. That goes over to this one, which powers all. It's fairly vital. It's fairly vital. So we need to let's see if we can move this. If I move this to there, and then so that goes to those two. Goes to the powers the copper things, which is fine. Goes to this power pole. Okay. So first of all, I'll take this one down, and we'll then connect that power line to this power line. Okay. We can then. What else does that power? That goes over this way. Oh, that goes away, powers the copper thing over there. Alright, that's fine then. So what we'll do is we'll tear this down. We'll use this power line to connect. Well, actually, we're going to tear those down in a moment. So all we want to do is maybe power. This needs to go over to there for now. So at least that's still producing. Not that matters too much. Oh, this is so complex. We'll move all this in a moment. Okay, so for the time being, I've got a bunch of wire. We'll take that. I should be able to carry everything. We'll tear this down, tear that down, that down, that, and that. And let's take this conveyor belt. We need to move this back a bit. That's probably okay for now. That's pretty good. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to build out this platform much further, so it's going to come out over all this way. I've got some foundations on the hotbar which we can just build outwards. like this, and we'll start getting the copper production. We'll split the copper. That's not exactly where I wanted it. Oh, okay, what's going on to there? I guess we can do that just to make us probably a waste of resources. Don't necessarily need to have it under the ground, but it's fine, like that, like that, like that. So we'll come up over to this. So what I'm thinking at some point is I might put like a second floor on this, which would be pretty amazing. Let's go to there and to there. Okay. So yeah, I think what I'll do is we'll get this copper going. So how am I going to do this? Let's go back as far as we can over this way, because we're going to want the space. And I forget, I'm kind of still in the Ark mindset where I need to get close to build stuff, but you can build stuff a long way away from where you're standing. I don't necessarily need to. Just need to be able to get into position to be able to build properly. And oh, I'm missing concrete, so that's about as far as we can go. Alright then. I've also placed this mine here, which actually is not actually doing anything because it's full. We've got it powered, but that's another iron one. So we'll have some more iron things over this way. Let's just see if I can just clear some of this area over here, because we'll need the biomass, because it's going to be a little while before we get to coal. I'd like to do that as quickly as possible. Oh, this is so good. I love this game so much. I really, really do. Okay, right. Okay, so I need to get a little bit more concrete. We're going to fill that one up, and then I'll start getting the copper going. Okay, here we go. So I've extended out the platforms quite a lot. There's so much space here actually. This is a really good place to build. We've actually got another limestone node here, which could be good because concrete production is a little bit slow. This unfortunately is also impure, so it's not great, but it might be worth sticking some more on there. So okay, so the copper mine is going to come down here. I'm now splitting it into two. It's going to go into two smelters. One smelter is going to go off into this one, which is going to be making wire. That's basically all you can make from copper at the moment. It's going to be making wire. So I want another constructor. We should be able to make another one of those. We can indeed. Let's see if I can make it even. So we'll stick that in there. That is also going to be making wire. So we'll come over this way to there. Okay, and we'll make that into wire. So also cable is something I need. So what I'm thinking is actually sticking down another constructor, if I can. We'll stick that in front of this one, as close to it as we can. Like it's going to go there. This one's going to be making cable out of the wire, and we will grab belt to go across to there. And that's pretty good. I think that's what we want. We'll have a storage container. How are we going to have this? I think what I might do is just flip it around this way. Can I put it... Oh, hang on, I'm just trying to think. If I put this here, can I get a conveyor belt from there into there? I can, that's good. And then what we'll do, we'll have another storage container on the top, like that. And that is then going to be having... these ones comes in there up to there. Okay, there we go. That's good. Now I just need to power all this stuff. So let's get some power poles in. I guess we'll put in a power pole, put one here, and maybe another one over here, like that. So we'll connect the two power poles together. This power pole is going to power that one. This one will also connect up to there to get the power online, and we've got one more we can power, so let's power that. This one can then power that one and that one, and that should be everything powered. No, that one's not powered. Okay, quickly power there. Fantastic. Okay, so let's check this out then. So we have should have 60 per minute coming through. This should be getting 30. So that is perfect. That is producing 30 copper per minute. That's going over this way. This requires, oh, it requires 15 per minute. Ha! So that's going to be getting backed up. So we can actually split each one of these into two again, like we did before. That's probably worth doing it then. just double check this. That is, that's going up to 10. Staying at 10 should then go up to 11. Staying at 11. Yeah, so that is getting twice as much as what we need. Okay, so can we get in another constructor? Flip it around that way. I can't afford because I need more plates. Okay. Okay. But that doesn't mean that each one of these can be split. So what I could be doing is doubling up everything. Okay, well let's just check the cable then. That's something I need to check on the efficiency for. So efficiency on this one, we need 15 per minute. No, we need 30 per minute to make cable. And what are we producing? We're producing 45. Producing 45. And we need 30. So we're always going to be over with the cable. Okay, I need to think about that one, but this over here definitely, just for making the pure wire, we could definitely split that. Okay, so actually we've got, no, I don't want to split that anymore. I need another splitter over this way. Okay, so I'm going to tear this one down, and I'll get rid of that and that. So we want a splitter. Let's see if we can do this now. So splitter. We'll put that, so the input needs to go there. Can we line it up? We can. Let's bring it back as far as we can. Is that going to go there? So that goes in. So that's going to go this way. So now we want two constructors, which I can build one, but I'm going to need more plates for the other one. Okay. So this needs to come over and back a bit. So that should be okay. I'll bring it back one more because I'm thinking that the angle of the thing here is not going to be perfect. That's going to come in invalid shape. Yeah, so that needs to move back one more. Let's try this again. Constructor. Okay. So which way? This way. It needs to go there. So we'll move it to there. Or is that still too close? Is that where I had it before? I think that's where I had it before. Ah! Let's try again. Constructor. We'll stick it there. That should do the trick. Okay. This power pole could well be in the way. So that's one constructor. That is going to be making wire. And then we can power it with this one. Power that. Okay, so that's going to be making wire. So we can split out another one to get another constructor, which I'm going to need some iron plates for. Right, let me sort that out. Okay, so I think I've got this sorted now. We have miner coming into a splitter, going into two smelters. One smelter, this one closest to me, is getting split into two constructors, both making wire. They are then going into a merger and going into a storage container, so all wire is going into there. Okay, the other split back over here, so we can just jump over this way. That is going into. Hold on, where is it? Yeah, that is going into a smelter. That is going into a constructor, which is again making wire, which is then making cable. Yeah, so okay, we're getting backed up in this point here, I think. That's producing 30. Looks okay. Okay, so we're getting a little bit backed up here. Okay, here we go. So this, we could split this again. So we could split this. Oh, yeah, we need another constructor making wire, which could then go to make more cable. Because this is getting backed up as well. So we've got too much wire coming in. We need 30, but it's producing 45. But if I half, it's a headache. Oh man. Okay, but anyway, at least we've got some wire production. We've got cable production. So we need to make some reinforced plates, which is screws, which we have producing over this way. So let me grab Let me grab some screws. I'll take all those. Take all the screws, and we want screws and iron plates. Right? Okay, so hold on. And what else was it? Motors. Right, we need to come back over this way. Let's grab some iron plates. We are really getting... Oh, wow, we're getting really full of those. I'll take a bunch of them. We're actually also getting full on... We're almost full on rods. That's bad news. I need to maybe make some more storage for that one. But at least the production is going really, really well now. So we can make up a whole bunch of reinforced iron plates. So I will do that one, and that shall be enough to do... Well, what else do we need to do? The rotors. Again, screws and rods. Okay, that's fine. We'll be making up a bunch of them. Let me just make some more of these plates. We're definitely going to get this space elevator onto the next tier. So we'll just make a bunch of these plates. So I haven't got this automated, but I think I want to move on to the next tier before I sort of worry too much about that. How many of these have I got now? 54. I think that's possibly enough. Let's make some rotors. So what we're missing here, we're going to be missing rods. And we make the last few there. I've got so many rods. Let's make another one. Let's go grab some rods, because we could do with clearing out some of this as well. We'll grab a whole bunch of rods. So we can make more screws with those as well if we wanted to. I can't actually remember how many we needed. Probably something like 50 or something. What do we need? We need more screws. Which of course I can make thousands of screws. How many rotors have got? 21. I think, was it 50? Could have been 50 or 75. I don't remember. Let's make a bunch. So I'm going to make these up, and I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so I've made them all up. I've put a few in and I had to go back and get a few more. It was 50 rotors in the end, so that's not a problem. We've got loads of those. So all the plates are in there, the rotors going in there. We seal it in. That's a cool little animation. And then send it. Let's have a look at this. So that's going to get sent off into space. And then we'll get our next tier unlocked in the hub. Away it goes. Let's have a look at things properly. All the way up into space. Even though you can kind of still see it, but it's that's so cool. I love it. Okay, back to the hub. Let's just check what we can get in our next tier. In the hours of darkness, configure the hub. We go tier 3 and tier 4 are now unlocked. Coal power is be amazing. Coal generators, we can scan for coal, and we can build trucks and tractors and things. Conveyor belts Mark II would be really, really good. And then we can go into steel. Oh, so much stuff. Improved melee combat, extra slots in the basher, and storage Mark II. Conveyor belts Mark III. Looks pretty awesome to me. So what have we got here? So these things I am too bothered about at the moment. I'd much rather get coal power. That is what I desperately need. Can we do any of this now? We can get in a few cables. We can get in the wire there. We can get one of those and almost enough plates. So we are so close to be able to getting coal power. That we're going to be doing in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm absolutely loving this game. I really, really am. Make sure you follow me over on Twitch, because I will stream this game fairly regularly with Sneaky Badger UK, and we have a lot of fun there. We're kind of further ahead on there than I am here. Obviously, we are a good few hours ahead of the position where we are now, but I'm using that experience to kind of keep the efficiency of these machines running at peak. So I'm really excited to see where that goes. I'm excited to see where this goes. Let me know what you think. I'd be really appreciative if you could drop down a like if you enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe and follow me on Twitch, and you can join my Discord and follow me on Twitter as well. There's a whole bunch of links down in the description. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time out. Goodbye.